Hello and welcome back to Valheim. It's Chiselchip here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build one of the best round roof designs that I've come up with. I recently came up with this round roof design in episode 8 of my Valheim mini build series, so be sure to subscribe and check that out if you haven't already. This roof just absolutely looks amazing. No modding or free placing required, everything is perfectly snapped. I just love the design and it turned out so well. So without further ado, let me show you a quick step-by-step guide on how to build it. So we start off with a octagon shape here. This roof works on an octagon like you see here. And these are just 4-meter wide sides, basically 2 of these 2-meter posts. So that's the shape of the building that the roof will be compatible with. I'm sure there's modifications to make it compatible with whatever size octagon you want, but this is the one we're going to be showing you today. This is how it looks as a thatched roof design, so I'm going to do this one in shingles just to compare and show you guys how it looks. But we're going to start off by taking these 2-meter long wooden beam and snapping them in the middle of the sides of the octagon here so that they stick straight out just like that. And then we're going to create little arrows on the end of them. So at a 45-degree angle, we're going to snap 2 more of these 2-meter beams, basically creating these little arrows that point outward. So once I'm done with that, I'll move on to the next step. All right, so we now have our arrow design here. That's how it should be looking. Then we're going to take either the 26-degree roof corner or 45. You can do this with 45. I'll show you a picture of how that looks on screen right now. But for this tutorial, we're going to go with the 26-degree, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead with shingle roof, so we're going to go with 26-degree roof corners. And then we're going to hit the E button, or Q, to access the alternative placement. You can see snapping bottom one, snapping bottom center. We want to be in the snapping bottom center, and then we're going to basically stack these 2 high. So at every corner of these arrows, we're going to be stacking these, placing 2 of these up toward the center of the roof here. And this alternative placement just makes this extremely easy, and you can also build it very easily from underneath, as you saw me do in my little treehouse build. So that's all you got to do there. Then to fill in the sides, we're going to take our 26-degree roof piece, just the normal roof piece. And again, if you're doing 45s, you take the 45-degree. And we're going to snap it to the edges of where these little 26-degree roof corners are. So just snapping it to the edges, and that's going to fill it out. So that edge, and then rotate it 2 little clicks, and that edge. And then we're going to go that edge, rotate 2 little clicks, and that edge right there. So that's how it should be looking all the way around. All right, so now we have that done. Here's what it looks like from the outside, and here is what it looks like from the inside. Also very, very beautiful, nothing super ugly or weird looking. So you could choose to just entirely leave it like this, as I mentioned in my treehouse build video. You could leave the center of it open here, and it creates like a little smoke hole if you had a fireplace in there or a little chimney coming up through the center. But for the sake of this one, we're going to go ahead and finish it off so I can show you how to do this really awesome design, which is fully watertight. So no rain will get through and rot any boards underneath this. I know there's little openings here with the little diamonds, but no rain will get through. You can trust me there, I did a little test. So first, before we do that though, this step is optional, but I usually like to just trim out the remaining sides here. So you can just take the little 1-meter pieces and just snap them on. They can kind of like snap this way or this way, whatever works. They're just here to kind of fill in those sides. I think that personally just looks a lot nicer. Kind of completes the border of that star look for the outside. And now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our 26-degree beam, and then we're going to snap it on the inside of every one of these roof pieces. So essentially just continuing the straight line of this roof piece all the way up. So let me do that here real quick. Sometimes these can get a little finicky. Another thing you can do is obviously hit E to go into alternative placement to where it's snapping on the bottom. Super, super easy just to place them there. So now we're going to go ahead and hit E again so that it snaps on the top. And then we're just going to go ahead and kind of continue these down, snapping from the ends of them. This isn't as crucial on the shingle roof, but you can see it just ties it into the roof ridge a little bit nicer, and especially on the thatch roof here, it just looks a lot nicer to kind of tie into that roof ridge rather than being such an abrupt edge here. So we just want to go ahead and do that all the way around. And then while the beam is still being snapped on the top, you can see this is a crucial piece to have in the alternative placement mode. You can see if I leave it snapping on auto, I can't get a snapping point here. So I have to keep hitting E until it snaps on the top. And then you can see here that it will snap in here. And all you're going to do is just rotate it here. 2 clicks, boom. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're just going to keep snapping it in these little areas right in between to kind of create these little diamond shapes. Super, super nice. I just love this design so much. Again, it's kind of specific to this octagon shape here. So I do have lots more roof designs that I like doing on other shapes, but I never really found a good one for this octagon size here. And I just think it looks amazing, looks so cool from the bottom as well, and looking up and everything, the design is just absolutely amazing. So with that said, hopefully you all enjoyed this quick tutorial. It just gives you a little more detail on how to build it step by step so you can follow along, create awesome tree houses and round structures and towers and everything you desire. So with that, be sure to subscribe, do check out the MiniBuild series, and be sure to join the Discord server in the link in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.